Oi, oi, you beautiful human beings. It's Cockney Butter here, and it's all about getting real. Oi, oi. I wanted to talk to you today because I'm using this as a tool. Yes, I am. But this is going to help you out there. I really think it's going to help you. It's all about what you can do. What do you mean by that, Cockney Buddha? Well, let's just say I've had a bit of an episode and I've kind of, not kind of, got myself into a better place. And I thought, you know what? I want to talk about it because it's a lesson. It'll let you know, what you have to do. Well, you don't have to. But don't you really want to? So listen in. I'm down here in sunny Florida. Although we need some rain. It did rain yesterday, mind you, but we do need a bit more. The old allergies are giving it the old large. Okay. So what are we talking about here? What do you mean something happened to you, Cockney Buddha? What do you mean? Well, first I want to give credit. I always give credit where credit's due, and I pulled this meditation up on Insight Timer. Go and check out Insight Timer. It's a meditation app. I ain't getting anything out of it, even though I think if you put your name forward or something, but I'm not into that. I'm into helping people out. So, Insight Timer is a really, really good. I use it every day. There's a lot of tracking things on there, and if you sign up, there is a freebie, but if you sign up, you get a lot more. And I can't say enough about that site. It's a great site. Insight Timer, great app. Anyway, so this was called Meditation for Less Anxiety and More Concentration by Lauren Rainey. Lauren Rainey. Or Lauren, Lauryn Rainey, because I'm thinking my accent's probably cocking that right up. But really, really great meditation, which I don't know what it is. Buddha's birthday today, oi, is it? I think it is. Hold on, let me make sure, because I might be screaming that out. And let me look at my calendar, because I know I've got it on my calendar. What day are we in? Is it Buddha's birthday today? Hang on. Let me check this out. I've probably got it bloody wrong. I've probably got the wrong bloody day or something. Oh no, sorry. Why did I put... I don't know why. It's Sunday, May 24th. So hang on. So I dropped this on Sunday, May 24th. I don't know where I got today. I looked and I looked at my calendar. Hey, this is what this is all about, the getting real, matey. Hang on. I've got it down for today. That's really strange. Why have I got it down? Have I got it wrong somewhere, or is my bloody Google got it wrong? Like, because I've got it down in my calendar as today, but I've just looked it up and it said it's May 24th in 2006. So I'm a bit confused. But anyway. All joking aside, that was funny. I'll always own up, guys, because that lets you guys know out there that if you ever want to get into something, it doesn't matter. I don't want to polish things up. I want it to be real and honest and out there. And, there's been times when I've stopped it and gone back to the beginning again and thought I'd really cocked it all up, but like in my own kind of way. But, that's what this is all about, man. So, hey, let me know, because I'm going to look it up more, because I'm a bit baffled by that. In fact, I've got a bloody computer right in front of me. I could look it up right here. But anyway, I want to get into the podcast. So, big thank you to Insight Timer and that meditation. It was absolutely, it hit the spot. So let me explain what happened. So here I am. I saw one of my guys at 8:30, and I'm not sure. I mean, you're working with people, right? And when you connect, you connect, and it's what helps me to be able to see other people a lot, because I've got a frigging history when it comes to mentals. I really have. I mean, right back from my chefing days, by the way, fricking that's a podcast right there that I'm thinking about getting into, is the old mindset in chefing, and the people, I know people that have dropped because of the mind. It just freaking, it's an environment that you think you're ready for, but it's like, wow. But I'm working with people, so so I connect on different levels, and I'll use stories and shit like that. If I think it's going to connect and it's going to make sense, I'll use myself, because it's not about blame. It's about, okay, can you see? So I get off with my guy, and the old mind was starting to wander a bit, and again, it's one of those things where you're not quite aware of what's really going on until the thinking really starts to pick up. And then, so I got drawn into my meditation room, and going in there and sitting down and thinking, right, I need a longer meditation. That's how that meditation came up. And I even remember going in and telling my wife, because she's working from home, and going, all the anxieties are picking up a bit, and not really kind of cluing in. And then I thought, right, I got to get on the mat. And this is what I mean about, I've done a lot of work when it comes to myself. In the past, well, how long have I known Judith now? Big shout to Judith for you, right? How long have I known Judith now? Blimey, 8, might be 10 years. I can't remember now. I think I was like 49. I think I was. So I'm 57 now. So I don't know. I think it's 8 years. I'm not sure. Anyway, don't matter. So when I met Judith, it put me in touch with a whole different seeing. It didn't happen straight away, but it just started the process of me starting to see there's something else, and there's a way of thinking that I had never thought of, because you're stuck in the program of it. And when you get stuck in that program of it, it's like a needle on a vinyl record. It's just chunk, chunk, it'll just keep jumping back, and you keep living that way unless you see and start to see what the thinking is. And thinking's thinking. You got a brain. If you got a brain, you're thinking. You can't help it. That's what your brain does. That's what it's designed to do. Think, right? But when that thinking starts playing a role in the way you live your life, the belief systems that we've picked up through lessons, through family and friends, and a lot to do with family, which is people don't like to go there. I've had guys that I've had a while, and now there's talk coming out, there's speech coming out, where it's like, okay, they're going a bit deeper now. There is no timer. It's a build up of the trust and that. So, and so I've got this relationship with Judith, and she started showing me different ways of thinking. Then I started seeing what spirituality was. I actually started praying at night. I do now as well. and I embrace it all. I embrace it all. Everything that makes sense to me as far as love and peace and leaving the bullshit behind, right? Because we can get wrapped up in the whole freaking bullshit side of it, to where people freaking take it the wrong way and read it the wrong way, right? Anyway, so it started me on a journey, and then especially when Judah showed me the energy and shit, and my mind was blown. I'm like, what the fuck is all that about? What is that? and I wanted to know more, and then I started looking at Buddhism and Taoism and Hinduism, and it was just anything that I could grab. Christianity makes sense to it. I'm talking about what the real actual what it is. And that's the same with all of them. I'm just picking out one, but I know what, So, and I use whatever's there. And I fall on Buddhism a lot. I just recently found a freaking amazing Buddhist monastery out in Mims, White Sands Buddhist Monastery. I think it's White Sands. Phenomenal place. Oh man, I meditated there the other week, and I bought a mala from there, and it was just, I spoke to monks. It was like, oh mate. It was like I arrived. But so here I am today, and I'm starting to it's picking up, and I'm feeling it, and I'm like, oh, okay, start freaking knowing what to do here. And I even heard freaking Dan Cov. Oi, Dan, oi. I even heard him going, you know what to do. Because when I was really not well a few years back on Christmas, I freaking flew a pneumonia together. I was a mess. And he got a hold of me one day, and I'm like, dude, I'm freaking I'm freaking out a little bit. And he's like, you know what to do. And I'm like, yeah, I do. And I just started meditating and slowing myself down. And that's exactly the direction I started going today. So here I got on the mat, and I've got a big bean bag, and I've got a Zofu, and I want to start using the Zofu more because it gets you up off the ground a little bit. It's a cushion, basically, 3 to 4 inches high, and normally the one I've got has got buckwheat in it. They're really good to use because you can sit cross-legged, and then I kind of mould it so that my spine sits forward a little bit more. And I want to start using that more because my back ain't exactly great. That does keep you upright a bit more. And I've got to start getting used to it and sitting cross-legged and shit like that. But so here I am, and I go into this meditation that I just told you guys about, and holy shit, I started noticing all kinds of shit cropping up. Like I'd get myself into a decent mind, and then all of a sudden the sabotaging mind will start coming in and start pulling your mind back. And I'm like, and then keeping yourself to where you're like, yeah, I notice it. I see what's going on here. And noticing that, as you're going into decent mindsets, you get sabotaged back. And this is all going on while I'm in meditation. And trust me, there was a couple of times when I'm like, shit, I got to get out of this. And I thought, no, keep your ass on the freaking, on the ground. And then the instructor there, the teacher, would come in and talk about seeing the breath and using the breath. And I'm like, okay. And then you tune back into that. Yep, breath, come on. The breathing, starting to breathe in, and then just recognizing the patterns of the thinking, how the thinking is coming in and it's trying to do damage, and how we can shift that. I mean, at one point I was even like, what the fuck? I was like, what is going on? And I there was one point where I'm like, no, I'm not going there, think gardening, I don't know why. And my wife come to mind because she loves gardening, that's her zen. It's funny, it came up in the session with my guy this morning, and finding that Zen area, right? And gardening came to mind, and then it went from there to where I'm like, okay, feel where you're at high-wise, because I was getting kind of euphoric, and keeping my mind tuned into those levels as I'm meditating, and yeah, you find yourself going down and you're sabotaging yourself with thoughts, but you just keep pulling your back self to an anchor, which is the breath. It's the very reason why when I have my guys in front of me going, whatever anger's a good one, because I work with my anger and my rage. It's been popping off a little bit lately. But it's that pause before you know you're going to be getting there, and breathe. And while I was in the meditation, I would get reminded of the breath by the instructor, but it was also when I would be like, okay, breathe through it, because there was periods of silence. And that's when you become still with yourself. It's starting to notice what's there, noticing that there's thinking without reacting to it as much as you possibly can. Yes, you may have to pull yourself back in and become still again, but that's when you anchor yourself to the breath and you breathe through. And when I came up out of that meditation, I felt different. And I thought, as I was in the meditation as well, I'm thinking, man, I want to podcast this. I want to get this out to people so that can hear it, that know, hey, listen, I love what I do. If you need someone one-on-one, guys, and you need guidance, and I go through meditations with people, I love what I do. I guide from the heart. I feel my guys. So if you want, hit me up. You can get me on email, mindnutrition4all@gmail.com. I think I have a link tree in the below in the description, so you can go down there as well. But it's the reason why I click in and can do what I do, because I go there. And I thought, if I can clue into it right now and do a podcast on it and put this out there, hopefully it will connect with some of you guys out there to where, hey, listen, I do what I do, but I'm human. And whenever I can get those wins, it's drawing attention to it. Hence the whole reason why I thought, while I was meditating, get a podcast going and talk about it, because this is the next step in being able to look at it, see what's been done, the win, plus communicating that, hey, you can do this. It's a matter of just sitting still. And I know I make that sound easy. I got told by my guy this morning, it's so easy, Steve. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I don't pretend that anything's easy. But the practice of doing will make it better. Make it a routine. Give yourself that time. You may be one of those people that gives so much to so many, and you may not even get any credit for it. There's a lot of people out there. So give yourself that time by putting the work in, telling yourself that you're worth it, cutting out pieces of time for yourself, get some breath work going, tune in times, you name it. There's a lot of different things you can do. Make it happen. felt great for me. No, it really, really did. It helps, I tell you. I've got one of my guys coming up soon. And I'm glad I'm able to get these messages out there to you guys. Please, please, please give a like, comment, whatever. Hit that subscribe button, pass me around. Because these words don't get out there otherwise. I've got people from across the world, and I tell you, I thank each and every one of you that are out there across the globe. It's a way of connecting with the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's an absolute opportunity to be able to get to so many people, and I get absolutely flabbergasted when I see like countries like Japan, and you know, it's like wow, wow, wow. So thank you, thank you. I think I've had a few Thailands too, so big shout. But massive shout to all you out there that support, thank you. Work on yourselves, guys. You're only letting yourself down. And by letting yourself down, that's all you're letting down. Stay that course, guys. Namaste.